Here on my Create Mod world, I've been watching TV for a bit in my farmhouse, but I'm back now. I really like this house and this whole farm area, even though it isn't actually finished yet. But here's the thing, I'm not actually going to finish it, because I've got the itch to start again. And why, I hear you cry, do I want to do that? Well, there are actually 4 reasons. This is actually my very first Create Mod world, and I've learnt a lot from it. I've learnt that it's not a great idea to have machines with loads of conveyor belts like this. And I know I can make this machine far more efficient and a lot more compact. I can do better. And because I've just been mainly throwing ideas together on this world, there's no overarching style or theme. I mean, look how different all of these buildings are. It's just all cobbled together. And again, I know I can do better. I've got a theme in mind for my new world that I'm really excited about, and I can't wait to get started. And while I'm really proud of the underground railway that I've made, I'd like to make a proper surface level rail network, which is a bit difficult to do when your main base is on a small island in the middle of a vast ocean. And the 4th reason is the mod pack itself. This world uses version 1 of Mr. Beardstone's Perfect World mod pack. And in version 2 he swapped out some of the mods, and to be honest, I want to play with that new version of the pack. This world won't be gone forever though. I will make it available to all of my supporters on Ko-fi, so if you want to head over to my Ko-fi page, or Ko-fi, however it's pronounced, I'll make it available to you at any tier. Here we go then, starting a brand new world, and hopefully this time we won't spawn in the middle of an ocean. It's a random siege, so we could get anything. Oh, okay. Well, that's not an ocean. That's good. I'm happy with this. We've got everything we want. We've got sheep. We've got trees. Okay, so we've got a big plains area. We've got ice spikes over there. Great. Well, okay. Let's plant some trees and do some things. First of all, let's make some tools. That would do for starters. Right, where are those sheep? Ooh, we've got different looking sheep. They're still sheep though. They will drop wool, and I need to make a bed. Wow, look at the chickens. So much variety, I love it. Okay, my bed is done. Let's get some stone. We can get going pretty quickly with this. Right, I want to go and get some of that spruce from over there, because if we get 4 spruce saplings, we can make some giant trees, and that'll be a much better source of wood. Meanwhile, here's a little cheeky bit of food. Oh, these are coffee berries. They're not sweet berries. Can I eat them? I can certainly hurt myself on them. No, I can't eat them. Really no sapling from that tree? That's just mean. That's a bit more like it. Okay, let's get a giant spruce tree on the go then. Well, the sun is going down on my very first day, and I'd say I'm off to a pretty good start. Okay, what are these other wild crops over there? Is that flax or carrot? I think it's carrot. Corn. Okay, kernel of knowledge. I'll have some of that. And grab some birch just so I've got the wood varieties. And my spruce tree is grown. It's not the tallest in the world, but we'll chop it down and get plenty of wood. Okay, and I'm going to burn down that wood to make a whole load of charcoal so we can make torches, and then pop underground and see what we've got down there. So far the game has been very kind to me, and I'm hoping it's going to carry on being kind. Give me plenty of andesite and iron. Well, there's the first bit. Got some coal which we can use for torches as well. Well, here's more iron, and there's the andesite I wanted. And even though the game has given me this big dangerous shaft to fall into, it looks as if there might be water at the bottom. Maybe not, maybe not. That would have been too good to be true, let's be honest. We do have some zinc down there, so if I go and make myself an iron pickaxe, we can grab that. Okay, it's day 3. I've kind of explored that way, because I know there's just lots of ice and a few trees. Let's go the other way and see what's over here. It's a big plains biome, so I'm wondering if there might be a village over there somewhere. Oh, looks like we've got a good hill over there. I was hoping to get a hill a bit like that. And we've got plenty more forest over here, so we're not going to run out of wood. We've got mountains over there. Certainly some big hills. Okay, there's some actual sweet berries. I'll grab some of those. Okay, it just goes on like that for a little while. Okay, seen enough. I'm going to head home. In fact, is that a village? That is a village. Okay, what have we got here? Potatoes. I'll have one of them. Well, I've had a little look around the village, and to be honest, there isn't a lot here. But what there is villagers, of course. And part of this mod pack, we've got the carry-on mod, which means that if I want to pick up this villager, I believe I should be able to do that. There we go. So we can carry this villager around and put him wherever we want him to be. There we go. You can stay in there. That means that if I want to go and make an iron farm or something like that, I can just make the structure and then come and grab some villagers and put them in. Oh, and we've got a stone cutter. I'll take that with me. There's a whole load more village up here. Okay, let's make my way home, which I think is this way. What's that structure over there? Uh-oh, the sun is setting. Will I get home in time? Wild onions. Boat. What's going to be in here? Nothing much. Bee beets. Okay. More open plains and... Oh, I thought it was going to be a village. No, it's not. Carrots. Yay. There's a village. Oh, good. And there's a church, so we get a brewing stand and all sorts. I don't have inventory space to loot it, but it's good to know it's there. Oh, we've got some swamp. Oh, is that a witch hut? Doesn't look like a witch hut. Rotten log. Oh dear. Rotten door. An ancient vase. Wow, I haven't seen any of these things before. Well, the sun's going down again, so I'm going to make my way back to that village that we saw on the way and sleep there. Wild flax. Okay. And what's that crop over there? Cattail. I'll swap it for some feathers. Oh, I've left it too long to get to the village. Uh-oh. I don't have the speed to get out of here. There's the village, though. Get past these bad guys, we can get to the village. We'll be safe. Food! Right, well, this is what my little world looks like so far. We've got this village here with a fair bit of area around it. And our little base where we made our home is much further up to the north. Now, that must actually be where my house is. Is it? Oh, yeah, of course it is. That's all the pods are. So that's actually our main base, or at least where we started. Got my bed and my crafting table and things in that area. That's the shipwreck that we explored. So we've got a village over this way that we saw somewhere. And we've got this village down here too. I quite like these little signs that you find around the place. Well, I've had a bit of an explore and a good look around and I've found some things. So just to see where we are, we're actually on a starter island, a bit like we were in the last season. So it's quite nice to have a whole island that I can say is my kind of starter area. Then we've got some other areas around here that I'm kind of interested in. I think this hill over here might be where I make my main build a bit later on in the series. But basically, it's now time for me to really get started. So I know where I am, I know where things are, and it's time to start building. And the reason I'm kind of procrastinating a little bit is, although I've got plans for the series overall, I didn't really plan what I wanted to do in terms of a starter base, mainly because I didn't know where I'd be spawning. But one thing I do know for sure is that I'm going to make a create workshop because I'm going to need all of that. And in order to do that, I'm going to need a lot of andesite. Unfortunately, there is quite a bit of andesite in this hole down here. But I'm also going to need a lot of iron. And I've got two choices for iron. I can either go mining for it, or I can make an iron farm, like I said earlier, by making a structure and moving some villagers and a zombie in. And to be honest, that sounds like the easier way of doing it, so I think I'm going to give that a go. I'm building a very simple iron farm designed by my friend Bruno Danoy, and, well, the structure is all done, so it is time to go and get some villagers and bring them in here. Here we go, you will do, sir. Come with me. Oh, I need to put you down so I can eat. Don't go away too far. Come on then. Okay, villager 1 is in place and I'm looking for my second villager to kidnap. Well, we've got Dino and Landon in place and we just need a third villager, and for that I'm going to go to a different village just so that I'm not taking them all from the same place. It was a little bit further away to get to, but it's got some useful stuff in it. Now, the only villager I can see in this village that's actually grown up is this one that's standing on the roof of his house. Don't know how we got there, but I need to get him down. That should do it. Come with me, you. Wait, now where's he gone? I stopped for a minute to make a boat. Oh, I should have made it earlier, shouldn't I? He's running back to the village, isn't he? Where did you go? Come back! There he is, I can see him. Come back. You're not allowed to escape. You're mine. How did you get up here so quickly? Why is your pathfinding better than mine, sir? I see you. Gotcha. Out of the way, sheep. Right. In the boat with you. Oh, apparently I can still carry you while I'm in the boat. Don't even need to put you in there. But that makes life even easier. Look, I can hold him with no hands. Right then, you go in there with those two. Brilliant. Okay, so now I need to break the composters that they are standing on. One. Oh, great. They're going to bed all on their own. It's great. And now we just need to wait for a zombie to spawn, which won't take long by the look of it. You're not a zombie. Oh, there's a baby dude as well. This is not good. Okay. I need to run away and sleep. Try this again another night. Well, at least if I die, I know where I'm going to respawn. I still can't sleep. Okay, this is quite bad. If I can coax a zombie into the iron farm, though, it'll all be worth it. There's just too many skeletons around. Look, you. Can I lift you up? I can't. No. Okay. I can sleep now, though. Just about. There we are. Well, that didn't go too well. Oh, wait. There is a zombie, but he's burning up in the farm. Okay. That's not really what the farm was intended for. Well, I've been around the island and I've spammed a lot of torches, so it should be a little bit safer, but my torch placement has been deliberately a little bit random, so I know there will be some dark spots, so we will get some hostile mobs spawning, but hopefully not quite as many as last night. So hopefully we get some zombies and I should be able to survive this time. Okay, the sun is setting, the moon is rising. Let's head over towards where I want the zombie to be. Yeah, we've got a creeper over on the other island. That's alright. The mobs are spawning. Hopefully I haven't lit up too thoroughly. Nothing's spawning over here yet. We've got another creeper. This area over here is completely dark and unlit, so hopefully we'll get some spawns over there. There's a zombie over that side. Let me coax him over. Here he comes. And another one. Good. Well, see if we can get you two over to this island. You're fast walkers, but you're not fast swimmers. Can you go down the hole for me? Excellent. And you can die. And that should be all we need. That guy should have gone down into a boat. And yes, we have golems spawning. Perfect. Let's make sure the zombie's in the boat. He's not in the boat. Get down there, sir. Don't want you up here. Oh dear. Oh, I hope he's not going to die. Get down in the boat. Oh, he died. What an idiot. Oh, we need to do it all again now. Why didn't he get into the boat? Well, while we're waiting for the next night so we can try again with another zombie, I want to start thinking about how we're going to decorate that, because I don't want to leave it just as a pit of water. And we can open up a whole load of new decorative blocks by using the chips mod. So I want to make a masonry table, and for that I need a clay ball and a brick. So I need to go and find a couple of bits of clay, and then we'll be able to make a masonry table and start decorating the farm. Here's some clay. Let's grab some of that. So I just need to smelt one bit of clay to make a brick, and I need to strip a couple of logs. And I need some of that iron that I got. That should be everything. Masonry table. Oh, I need to put a crafting table in there too. Well, I'll grab this one for now. Oh. I actually need the crafting table to do the crafting. That won't work, will it? Pop that in there. And we've got ourselves a masonry table. Let's pop it down there. And with that, we can just click on it, put our cobblestone in, and we've got a whole load of new cobblestone variants that we can use. So I'm going to grab some of these rounded cobblestone bricks, I think. And now nighttime is upon me again. We need to find another zombie and try and get it down the hole, and hopefully this time it'll go right down into the boat. I don't know why it didn't go into the boat last time. Maybe the boat's too far over. Let's try and replace it. Let's see if that helps. Okay, we just need a zombie to spawn. Oh, he's missed. He's down. Good. Now, can we get him into the boat? Yes, he is in the boat. Brilliant. He should stay there now then. Okay, I've surrounded the water pit with bricks now, so that's looking a bit better. What I'm going to do though is actually build these walls up a little bit further and make a bit of a building on top of this to hide all of this away a little bit. One thing I'm conscious of though is that the golems don't die very quickly, so they're dying on these campfires, which does kill them. But I'm wondering if I can speed up that killing chamber by putting a lava blade or something on top of it. Since I've got a bucket and obviously quite a bit of iron, and I can see on the map that there's a few pockets of lava around, like that one there, I can easily go and get a little bit of lava. Here it is. Okay, with those signs in that configuration, I should be able to just drop the lava there. Hopefully the signs won't burn, but the golems will. And the lava doesn't spread. Excellent. Here comes the next golem. Yeah, he's dying a lot quicker. Well, there you are. As you can see, I'm covered in iron now, and I've got myself a little shield, which might be pretty useful. But yeah, we've also decorated the iron farm. It's probably not the prettiest thing you've ever seen in terms of Minecraft buildings. I mean, I've certainly made better and seen better. But considering how early we are in the game and the block palette we've got, it's not unreasonable, and we can tidy it up a bit later and mix up some of the blocks, give it a little bit more texture, because it is very, very samey at the moment. But the main thing is, it's a decent shape, it's a decent structure, it covers our iron farm up, so it's a little bit less unsightly than it was. And probably the best feature are these trapdoors for the windows. I love them. These doors, there's one at either end. They simply take me down to a staircase that leads down to the output chest from the farm. And as you can see, we've got lots and lots of lovely iron in there, and a few other bits from the building process. And I've used some of that lovely iron to make a quick pair of shears, because if there's one thing I know kind of works for making a building look slightly better, is to add some foliage around it. So I'm just going to shove some bushes around these corners here, and maybe some underneath there. A little bit around here as well, that kind of idea. Well, there we are. I think the foliage has made a marginal improvement, but I'm actually going to need to use these shears for something else. I've made a little pen here to put some sheep in. I've got some wheat to lure them with. All I need to do now is actually find some sheep. Here's one. Now actually I might not need to get all these sheep to follow me, because there's another way I can do this. Right, if I put you on top of you, then I can carry... Oh, I can't carry both of you, but I only have to lure one of you now. Now, can I get them across the water? Well, they haven't unstacked. Oh, they're drowning. Okay, that didn't work too well. Okay, so I've just got the 3 sheep in here, but they seem to be eating the grass quickly enough for me to keep getting wool from them. And I've also planted up all my seeds and things in here. I'm not quite sure how the organic compost is meant to work. I need to look that up. I can't seem to plant anything on it, and I'm not sure if it makes any difference to how quickly the plants grow around it or something. So I've put that in the farm there just to see what happens. And gradually we are... Here comes another one. There we go. We're getting all the wool we need. And why do I need wool? Well, we're going to make our Create workshop, and for that we're going to need to power it. And I think a windmill would be good this time. Now, the wool from the sheep will give me my windmill sails, but obviously I need to make the actual windmill structure to pin those sails to. So where shall I do that? Somewhere around here is probably a good place. Looks like I need to flatten the land out a little bit. But yeah, I think somewhere kind of here-ish would work. I do think this kind of makes sense, because you'll have a lot of breeze coming off of the sea over there. So although it isn't technically the highest point around here, it's actually high enough to get a lot of wind. So it's a kind of place you would build a windmill. But now I've got to think about what I'm going to make it out of, because I'm still fairly limited with my block palette. I pretty much only got spruce and cobblestone, and I don't really have a lot of that. But I do have a lot of dirt. And I don't want to make a windmill out of dirt, but I can make the dirt look different using another one of these tables. There we go, the botanist workbench. I think that's what I want, so I'm going to need some flower pots and things for that. That means getting some more clay. I've got some of that, that should be okay. And of course I'm going to have to smelt that clay down, and I've actually run out of fuel. The fuel I've been using has been spruce slabs, And I've actually run out of spruce wood, even though I've got these two massive trees up there. I don't want to have to keep chopping them down with an axe though. There's a much better way. And in order to do that, I'm actually going to have to make some of the create things even before I've got my workshop going. There's a mechanical press, which I'm just going to plonk down. Oh, that's not where I wanted it. Let's put it against this tree for now. That's a better place. In fact, that's still a bit too high up. There we go. And then we're going to press that. There we go. And that means we can make a mechanical saw. And that's what we need to chop down these trees in one fell swoop. And now breaking this tree down will be a whole lot easier. Okay, so that's given me what I need to make a botany table. So if I grab some dirt, I think I should be able to make some decent things with it. Let's pop that in the table. And yeah, look, we've got all these variants around here which don't look like dirt anymore. So we can make bricks. And yeah, even though it's made out of dirt, no one would know because who makes bricks out of dirt? Hey, I've made a base out of sanded cobblestone and now I'm going to start building it up with these dirt bricks. The first few layers in, I think that's going to look okay, so I'm going to carry on building up. Okay, so we've got the windmill going. We've got 2 stacks of windmill sails on there, so that is as fast as it can possibly go. And inside here, well, there's nothing going on yet. I haven't connected it to anything at all. So what I will do is obviously connect that up and have a shaft coming through the middle of the mill. Let me just show you around. We've got a staircase that joins every floor, and the floors will get progressively bigger as we go down to the bottom. So as you can see, they're just kind of all the same thing. No decorations yet, just a bit of lighting, but plenty of space for us to build stuff. And this one is made of stone on the floor at the bottom, and obviously all this is dirt. So anything involving fire or lava, I would think needs to be down at this level because the rest of this is going to be pretty flammable. But before I get any power downstairs, I want to make sure that this is going as fast as it can. So we've got plenty of stress here. It's maximum power, but it's still going to be fairly slow unless we actually speed it up. So that's what I want to use this room at the top for. Now later on in the game we would do that using a speed controller, but we are nowhere near able to do that yet because of the things it requires. The plan involves cogwheels. So if we attach that to a large one and then we attach that large one to a small one, that will turn a lot faster than the large one does. We'll then do the same thing again. And this is as fast as it can go. You can tell that because if I try and put a small cogwheel on there, it just pops off. That tells me we are now at maximum speed. So now I just want to turn that rotation around so that it goes horizontally. And then we can take that through. And it looks like that's nearly in the middle. If it's in line with that window there. Oh no, it is. It's exactly in the middle. Oh, that's perfect. So now I can just attach a shaft to there and set it all the way down through to the bottom of the mill. Before I get to kitting this place out with all the create bits and bobs though, I could really do with making myself a wrench because that'll make it a lot easier for turning things around and putting them in the right place. However, a wrench requires gold and I don't have any. Fortunately though, I have spotted some gold on my travels. There's a block of it right over there just up below the surface of the sea. And it looks like we've got some other interesting structures around here. Meanwhile, there's some other people doing some exploring around here. I think I'm just going to keep my distance from them, to be honest. Okay, it's not just 1 block, it's 2 blocks of gold right here. And of course we've got a loot chest. And if I stand up here above the surface, I should be able to mine both of these out. There's one. There's the other. And actually I only needed 3 bits of golden sheet. And I've got myself a wrench. Well, it seems surrounding the lava in iron bars isn't enough to stop everything burning down. Let's take that out for now. Okay, we've got these in a little bit more safely now, and I had to put them all in one line because otherwise the fans would be going the wrong way round and trying to connect everything together was becoming difficult. So it's just a lot easier just to put them all in a straight line. This one is spare. We need a soul campfire there eventually. So it's just going to wait there until we've got that available. Now I can use these 2 in particular instead of my furnace and not have to worry about fuel ever again. So let's pop some potatoes on there and they will turn into lovely baked potatoes in no time at all. So a little bit later, and I've got some more bits in. So we've got a mixer with a basin over here. We've got a crushing wheel, or a millstone actually I should call it. There's a different thing that's called a crushing wheel. We've got a millstone here, which is just going to output its stuff down into this barrel. And then upstairs we've got our 2 presses, a mechanical press with a depot underneath and another one with a basin underneath. And we might need to put something underneath that to heat it up at some point, but for now that's going to do the job just fine. And if we put anything underneath those, they will start pressing away. There's still a bit of space up here on the upper floors of the windmill that I'm not quite sure what to do with at the moment. So if you've got any good ideas for that, do let me know in the comments. And of course, if there are any Create machines that I should have here in the workshop that I've forgotten about, do let me know those as well. I'm sure I'll discover them as we go along, but meanwhile, being ahead of the game always helps. Next time I want to work on my storage because, well, this is a chest monster and it needs to be a lot better than it is. And I want to make a decent mining machine so that I'm not using this pickaxe all the time. And our sailor thing I always say in pretty much every video I make these days. And that's, we need to do a bit more decoration as well. This is not looking good yet. But those things aside, I think we've made some really good progress today. Not bad for the first episode of a new season. So it just leaves me to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.